This is the future.
So let's talk about the new upcoming warframe Kullervo. Digital Extremes released an announcement a while ago that the 7 Crimes of Kullervo update will be available June 21st, and that's just a few days. In addition, they have revealed a sneak peek on the abilities of Kullervo, and I want to discuss here what I think about it, how you can utilize them, and what I think about the warframe in general just by knowing his skill set. Let's begin with his passive. So basically, Digital Extremes is turning this warframe into a melee-oriented. Well, that's obvious because of all the knives that this warframe has. His passive increases heavy attack efficiency and heavy attack wind-up speed on all melee weapons. We still don't know the numbers, but I hope it will go over 100% wind-up speed or something like that, so it's worth using the warframe with heavy attack builds. There will be a possibility that this will be broken not just for heavy attack builds, but for those who got a mix of fast and heavy, that wants to build up combo first before dishing out that big chunk of red crit death blow. If the heavy attack efficiency would be good, then we could see a build wherein you can spam heavy attack a couple of times with Kullervo, before even dropping to 10 times combo multiplier. Again, this will only be determined if the percentage will go over 100% or more. His first ability, it's called Wrath's Advance, wherein if you tap the ability key, Kullervo charges a heavy attack then teleports to his target and strikes. His rage-filled focus temporarily increases his critical chance, and then, if you hold the ability key, he will teleport to any marked location. I don't get it 100%, but it's like a mix of Fatal Teleport with a bit of Blade Storm ability, since he's able to teleport into any marked target just like Ash. The question to this ability is if it allows multiple targets to be hit, or if will it be just like Fatal Teleport wherein you kill enemies one by one with the ability. This ability, in my opinion, is intriguing for me, and I can't wait to test it out since I'm also curious about the increase of critical chance. And then since this warframe is a melee focus frame, it would be cool to see this ability works well with any finisher melee build that can hit multiple targets, or just kill multiple targets at once. Again, we don't get a clear view of how the marking of targets works with this ability, but it's safe to assume that it would be like Ash Blade Storm, I guess. Moving on, we got his second ability called Recompense. Kullervo surrounds himself with daggers. Each dagger that strikes an enemy restores his health, but each dagger that misses an enemy strikes Kullervo, dealing a bit of damage. When Kullervo has max health, he receives Overguard from struck enemies. It's kind of funny because when I saw Kullervo during the dev stream, I did notice this ability and called it a Baroque with a new feature ability. It seems I'm right about it, and instead of disarming enemies, you get health when an enemy gets struck by the dagger. The interesting part about this is how the dagger is a hit and miss for you, so, instead of Baroque's dagger that has auto-aim, you are the one who will detonate the dagger. If you miss you lose health, but if you somehow manage to get all clean shots, then you restore all your health. There's another interesting and somehow scary feature if implemented badly, and that is the Overguard. That is why I call this the first Eximus warframe, since we all know that Eximus units were the first ones to use Overguard feature in the game. So what does Overguard do? It's just a basic layer of health bar in my opinion that when depleted, does nothing special, just like the 1-second invulnerability of shield gating. Now, I'm not seeing any survivability aspect for Kullervo other than Overguard and health regen, and it's best to assume that this is a high spamming warframe, a pure caster warframe, which will work better if you cast his abilities all the time, creating Overguard in the process and as well as abusing the shield gating mechanic. I don't know how much will Overguard be a big factor for this warframe in Steel Path and beyond levels, as we have seen how Overguard works with warframes in the Duviri missions, and as you have experienced, the Overguard mechanic in our warframe will do nothing after depleted. In the Eximus case, they are immune to crowd control when they have Overguard, so, if Digital Extremes somehow add this feature to Kullervo, then it would be awesome, and somehow, if this will make it to the Helminth system, then you now a better counter to Eximus units. The next ability is called the Collective Curse. With this ability, Kullervo sends forth the curse that binds enemies. When a cursed enemy takes damage, every other cursed enemy also suffers a portion of that damage. So two things about this ability are interesting: the ability to stun lock a target and deals spreading damage to enemies that are curse. How much damage you deal from the curse enemy you are attacking will deal a portion of that damage to other curse enemies. Since Kullervo is a heavy attack specialist, I can see this being the primary source of kill speed for Kullervo using a heavy attack melee setup. If you get to one-shot enemies with a million heavy attacks slash, then those other curse enemies will receive a portion of that damage. The question now is, how much damage percentage will the other cursed enemies will get? Assuming it will scale with power strength, I think we could see something like a pre-nerf Breach Surge Eclipse Exodia Contagion, or even a marked for death Fatal Teleportash wherein we can just genocide everything in one heavy attack. But that's just me dreaming though. And for his final ability, it's called Storm of Yuko wherein Kullervo sends forth the rain of arrow. I don't know about you, but I'm getting a Styanax vibes on this skill wherein it's slash based, and we could possibly use it with Nourish to somehow combo again like a press to 4-win Styanax. I know I'm just theek crafting here but shit, I have seen a lot of things in Warframe for all my years of playing and most of the things that Digital Extremes does are already predictable. Long story short, we can say that Kullervo is the first Overguard Warframe with a cursing mechanic that can possibly be a press 4 to win Warframe, and a heavy attack spam Nuka. But then again, take all my takes with a grain of salt as the developer might change everything before release. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.